Robin.
All right. What a mess. Patty put her pants back on. That's not good. You're taking your pants off.
What the fuck happened?
We lost Bill Burr. Bill has decided there's some things he just doesn't want to be a part of anymore.
Bill's changed a little bit over the years.
Bill, is it a... Oh, you didn't find God because you think we just rot. So it's not a God thing.
Bill's changed over the years a little bit.
I think your soul is pixelated, and every time you see something you shouldn't have seen, a couple of cubes float away, and you never get them back. It's just
a couple of cubes.
Yeah, food doesn't quite taste as good. You don't enjoy music as much. I don't need to see a 57-year-old homeless pussy.
You think, you know
what I'm saying.
And you think it's only a couple cubes, but after a while, those cubes add up.
And when Bill says he thinks that we rot, he means as a show.
Yes.
What if we brought a mic all the way around to over here so you're not really seeing her pussy?
Come on. It's accessory to a crime.
Yeah, he's close enough.
No, we got real doctors.
What if I just drive the getaway car?
Yeah, he's just the wheel man.
Yeah. What if they do it over there? What if we do it?
I was doing my job.
Hey,
I did what I was told to do.
I'm just the wheel man. It's not like I'm a second story guy.
What if we do it over there? You don't even have to turn around. You just face this way.
Did you guys put Purell all over here or no?
That's right. But there's nothing cleaner than her vagina. There's nothing in it.
Really?
No germs.
We do have a bit, but
dog's mouth.
If you only knew.
That's clean.
If you only knew what happened here.
Let me just set this up. We do have a bit.
Okay.
Bill, but we are waiting for a medical supply store.
We need a speculum.
To open.
We need a pediatric speculum.
But don't say why, because I don't want her to back out. But we do have a bit now.
Speculum. You're like predicting what's going to fall out of her vagina
when you open it up.
But the medical supply store doesn't open till 10. Right. So now we're in this quandary.
Jeez. That's why you got to do a little research before you start a bit.
Shrinky dink.
So much for the city that never sleeps. You can't get a pediatric speculum.
This is a niche. Am I allowed to talk yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to introduce you, but there's so many mics on. This is Chris Hardwick.
Hey, guys.
Everyone.
I love Bill Burr's idea that his spiritual de-resolution. Just a slow de-resolution process.
It really is. It makes sense.
Where all of a sudden we just cease to exist anymore.
It's like,
that's why I won't watch beheading videos and stuff like that, so I do understand the concept.
Why do I always do that? Yeah, exactly.
I understand the concept, but this doesn't bother me, this type of thing.
And
we
the
want to make sure
resolution
she's
gets
healthy.
worse and worse until you can't make out the features anymore, and then you're just not...
No, you still look like a guy walking down the street, but you're empty.
No, I mean, your soul is just...
it's gone.
Like the resolution.
The line at the pediatric speculum store must be at least
how many
10, 12 people deep right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
come on.
Come on, it's New York. You should be able to get a speculum at any hour.
Well, Paul's got an account down there.
Can't you just go down to Times Square where they sell those boom boxes in the store? They must have.
I bet you they do have
go down to Canal Street, buy a ripoff.
Hey, you need speculum, buddy. You need speculum, buddy.
I love
those
New
camera
York
stores.
speculum.
I bet you they do have one.
They got a speculum. Yeah.
In the back.
Yeah, for 10 times the price.
They probably do the procedure.
You can use them to eat Chinese food, too.
You want the Dora the Explorer speculum?
Dora the Explorer. Yeah, that's... Patty needs a small one because her vagina apparently is very small.
Should we give out the bit?
Oh.
Yeah, why not?
Sure, of course.
We can find out if she's really a virgin.
Yeah.
But I am.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
That's your word against...
You don't know what's going on while you're
your
sleeping.
personality, which says that you were molested.
I don't think anything could happen between me and my cat.
Well, no, we're talking about many years ago.
You don't have to worry about it.
No need to use a euphemism.
But nothing ever happened. I never slept with a guy before.
Cat lady.
All right, that's fine. So then you have nothing to worry about.
My cat.
I have nothing.
Well, you slept with a man, and it was that guy that watched over you.
That's your father.
It was completely non-sexual. Trust me.
Stop it. You said you could smell his breath and how bad his breath was when he would lay there. Smell like cigarettes and liquor.
You
told me that.
No, he didn't do that either.
Yes, he did.
You told us that. He held you on the couch.
You've already told us that.
He'd put his arms around you and hold you on the couch when you slept.
You've told us that.
This is much different than the chess talk Jim Norton and I had the last time I was here. We were talking about Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer.
Oh, were we? Oh, man.
Yes, you were. A little different.
Jimmy's a Renaissance man.
That's right.
It doesn't make a difference the topic. He can roll with it.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
She's a 56-year-old virgin, Chris.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
She's not that ugly where she should be a virgin at 56.
No, she's just so hung up and crazy about
God
sex
and stuff.
And yeah, I think the religion thing screwed her up. She was left at a diner when she was a kid in a basket, like the Little Rascals or some shit.
You know the rapture's tomorrow, so now would be a good time to hop on something.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. They're all hamsters, those guys predicting that.
Hamsters.
She had to go to a foundling home.
So she was raised in the foundling home, and then she was given to a certain foster people.
Yeah.
And they apparently
might not have had her best
think there was this heavy religion that was placed onto her, which gave her the guilt, and then there could have been some touching.
See, now tell me how there's a God when you can allow a kid to just, have that kind of...
I agree, Bill.
It's just...
That's why there is a God.
By the whole thing.
My whole dating fucking...
Exactly.
There's also the devil.
Yes.
I mean, so he won this round?
Hey, John.
Well, when rapture...
doesn't make any... The whole thing doesn't make any...
Wait, is John a God guy? You a God guy, John?
Raised that way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we all were raised that way.
Yeah, then we all realized, Santa, the Easter Bunny.
That's just
shit like that.
Are you a God guy? Hey, look at that God guy over there. God guy.
What stupid God guy.
But the rapture then comes
Got a problem
around.
with your faith? Call the God guys.
And then
like a morning
everyone's fine.
show.
If you're good, then you're fine with the rapture, and then the bad people, and the devil doesn't win because the bad people get to,
Right. You know what's interesting? It's like good from whose perspective? Like, it's such an interesting...
The Bible, sir.
Right.
The Bible, sir.
Yes.
It's all in the book, the good book.
And
you read the Bible, Patty?
Yeah, I have looked through it, yeah.
What do you think of it?
Well, yeah, it's the inerrant word of God. I believe that. You know.
Do?
Yeah.
You believe all those wacky fantasy stories of, Job and shit like that?
Talking to a bush and
I don't know. I think a lot of it's... See, I don't know. I wasn't there when it was written, and that book
You
was
weren't that far off, though.
Yeah, she knew the author.
Yeah, exactly. Pontius Pilate would always try to touch my vagina. I used to hate when Pontius Pilate would touch my vagina.
It also says in there that if a man dies, his brother is supposed to marry his sister and procreate with the sister.
Yeah, how about that? That's a little twisted.
You have to understand that when these books were being constructed, there was not a population problem, and all these tribes were vying for dominance.
Yeah.
And so, one of the prime directives was you have to procreate as much as possible, which is why
Yeah, procreation is one of the biggies in the Bible.
Yeah, you're not supposed to pull out.
Be fruitful and multiply. You're not supposed to come on her back.
Yeah.
It doesn't say cometh on her back.
Right.
Nothing like that.
Well, it's against the religion, right, to spill seed?
Yeah.
Is it?
Which is how they justify
Onanism.
Oh, well, the ground.
How about back
cereal
seed spiller?
Oh, please, so am I.
Answer.
I love spilling seed.
That was about sperm?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
by the way,
Onan kept casting his seed on the ground.
I'm sorry, if it's just spilling out of you, you're not enjoying it.
Yeah.
You got the news on in the background. There's two guys. One has an American flag tie, and the other guy has a tie that has a bunch of dollar signs on it.
Oh, wow.
And this is
America.
This is a legitimate news channel,
That
right?
says it all.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's on.
Well, it's Friday. It's Casual Friday. That's why they're wearing their fun ties.
Yeah. Oh, we got that.
The other guy's got a Tasmanian devil tie.
It's for the deaf audience who can't afford
Patty doesn't
subtext. I can't remember a word today.
Patty wants to have sex, though. I just want to throw that out there, too.
With somebody that I love, that I'll be with the rest of my life in a committed relationship.
What, a week?
Yeah.
Why don't you join one of those dating sites on the web?
eHarmony.
Exactly.
You're an eHarmony broad.
Yeah. How about that?
Would you do eHarmony?
Yeah, but that has a price. You have to pay to be on that site.
E-arming me. E-arming me.
You know.
She tried that. Remember, she
I did
signed up for
plenty
some.
of fish.
Yeah, that's the one.
I mean, I'm still on it, but I'm not active,
And Chris Hardwick, she just declared bankruptcy because she owed $18,000.
18 G's, and she said, I give up. She gave up at 18 G's.
Every single person we're talking to right now owes at least that. But she decided she needs to fucking.
Well, actually, maybe it might even be a little more. I don't have the exact balance sheet home.
You could panhandle a third of that by Friday.
You know.
If you had some gumption.
How's the right sign and a little dog there, and people would feel bad for the dog.
But anyway, I'm on the right track. You know, I haven't overdrawn my bank account in 6 months. I'm keeping track of everything. I'm doing everything they told me to do.
It's like the name of a bad early 80s sitcom. On the right track.
On the right track. She's on the right track. Sorry, she's gonna make something of her dumb self.
It's raining baby
She's
speculums.
a single mom.
Are we going to examine her
She's
vagina?
a single mom. And she's got a Chevy Vega.
But she's on the right track. She's just driving.
Her and her son. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's Alice. Isn't that Alice?
That is Alice, yeah.
Guys, that was you just made a Whit Thomas production. That's what that was. Sorry.
Chris Hardwick.
There's a Nell Carter or a B. Arthur in there somewhere.
In a very special episode. We get at least to season 3.
Yeah. But like the episode All in the Family where that guy tries to rape Edith and then she guilts him out of it.
Oh, yeah, that one was great.
Oh, he didn't actually rape her, right?
No,
she sucked it a little.
Talked him out of it.
All right.
I don't think she sucked it a little. That was before you could show blowjobs on television.
Shit.
Dr. Steve, it's to you. Let's get her vagina examined. Make sure she's got nothing going on in there.
I don't. Okay.
A slight problem is that the speculum store doesn't open until 10.
Fuck.
So
Can we make one?
If they stay open late on Fridays.
Please tell me they have a jingle and a
Can we
TV
MacGyver
commercial.
one or what?
Is this a clubhouse? Can we make one?
Or should I just go get some binder clips from the mailroom?
Medical equipment that has to come in a sterile fucking...
Dr. Steve, we can make one, right? We can build one.
We can build one.
Yeah. If you build it, she will come.
Rubber bands.
Go down to the hardware store, get some WD-40, a couple of clamps.
Is it sanitary?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is your vagina sanitary?
All right, let's
Clam
examine.
shells.
I have nothing going on
Let's
there.
examine her clam. Let's do this.
Speculum, that sounds like a bad metal band.
It does. Speculum!
Yeah,
That's the forum. The LA forum.
Oh, fuck.
Those guys are sick.
Yeah. The first song was Open Wider. Fucking, I love that they opened with that.
Exactly.
I really like Clayhood.
Yeah. Smells Like Plaque was a good one.
They're on their way up, those guys. I remember when they used to just play clubs.
You ready to...
Yeah, exactly. They're successful.
totally
Fucking
sold out.
sell out.
I remember seeing them in a club, man. Now they're playing the fucking garden. Fuck them.
They're going all glam.
Yeah.
Selling out.
Let's
Let's look at her vagina.
Okay.
Chris, you all right with this?
Take a
Well,
pass.
I feel bad. Are you okay with this? Poor woman.
We've never asked her that
Yeah.
question.
As
That's
long
so
as I
weird.
can have the blanket over me.
Chris, we've never asked that question.
Like in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Anthony, we've been doing bits with her for over 10 years, and we never asked that question.
If it was
so
okay.
strange.
Yeah.
I love that there's an Opie and Anthony blanket that just goes over someone's head.
Crusty blanket.
To hide their shame.
Yeah,
The same
she
blanket
did
a girl
that.
used to clean up after she squirted for us.
Right.
I
I
don't
guess-
do things like that.
Dr. Steve is going to have to
Steve, what's
crawl
wrong
under
with
there
you?
like
Let's
a
go.
1800s photographer.
She's a hold still for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I bought this body fat analyzer and had it
Oh,
shipped
fuck
up
that.
here.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's look at her snatch.
If we did
Right.
it now, it would just be
Just put
silly.
Just put E-Rock's head on it. Let's see
So I'll
what
leave it here. You guys
Oh,
can
that's a
play
good
with it.
idea.
thing. Fat head.
That's a good idea. Let's put E-Rock's head on the scale.
Let's do this.
Come on, everybody
do
put
that.
up $20, the closest to get the amount of fat in his head. Takes the pot.
Can we see how much fat is in his head?
Get that lunk head here.
Yeah.
How does the numbers work on this?
Fat head.
E-Rock, can we measure
Basically,
your
it
head?
measures electrical resistance. So,
But I'm saying if we want to gamble, what kind of numbers do I got? Over under is
okay.
On his head.
8%. 25% is the line for men where you're considered obese.
what does the average head have as far as fat?
Fat head.
I'm trying to get an over under here so we can get a line going.
You know, an average non-obese male would probably be about 20%.
20% fat
20% fat.
In their head?
in that head.
Well, but
It'll be his like cheek, right?
Over under for E-Rock is 42.
42.
42.
That's a fat head.
All right,
I'll take the under.
No. What we got?
Now, if he lays the side of his face on there, it'll give you a reading.
He'll need to put his hand on the other side to complete the
circuit.
E-Rock, will you do this for us?
Just your head.
Yeah, E-Rock.
E-Rock is in on the fat head contest.
It says here, I just looked up online, an adult human head weighs approximately between 8 and 12 pounds.
Oh, we're not talking weight, though, sir.
No,
we're talking fat
percentage.
Oh, fat percentage. Okay.
Because we think E-Rock might have a fatter head than other people.
An adult human cadaver head cut off around vertebra C3 with no hair weighs on an average somewhere between 4.5 and 5 kilograms, typically constituting around 8% of the body mass.
Okay.
That's on Answer.com, written by Alzar Cowie.
Yeah, exactly. If the victim is a contractor.
So what's it's saying? 5% you're saying is about the average?
Well, actually, this just says that it's 8% of your total body mass.
Of your
total body mass.
Now, quick question, though.
I'm going that he has 20% fat in his head.
Now, hang on. Because his hand is going to be completing the circuit that we need to get his body fat percentage, we will actually, in turn, be measuring the fat inside of his arm as well. Is that correct?
That's right.
And what are the chances?
So this is going to be brain and arm.
What are the chances of him electrocuting himself today?
What if we dump water on his head as it's laying there? How much resistance?
What'd you say? You said 22%?
I said 20%.
All right. No Price is
I
Right.
go 89.
No, the one fucking.
I hate that.
21.
Yeah, 23. None of that shit.
No.
$1.
Yeah. And then they win, and the president's like, you fucking
Look at
man.
you fucked this game up.
You really?
Let's bring in E-Rock for the
E-Rock, come on in.
I'm going to say 17%.
17?
Yep.
All right.
I went 89.
This poor guy is
89.
barely awake at the board. Drag him in here to weigh his head.
You have no idea.
Barely awake and bored.
No, he eats mayonnaise directly out of the packet.
you have no
He'll
idea.
just squeeze it right there.
That seems right. You're supposed to do that, right? You're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
He's skinny fat.
It's, that muscle confusion. You're supposed to do it to your heart every once in a while, too.
Confuse your heart into thinking you're dead.
Muscle confused.
Yeah. You do that with your heart, too.
Yeah,
After
you
a couple days of
confuse it.
broccoli, you just take some mayonnaise packets.
Okay, now this is designed to put feet on it, but I think we can make this work. One thing that may screw it up is E-Rock's got a
double chin. That's got to be 18%.
He's got some beard, so it may affect the conductivity.
Yeah.
Very good, Danny.
Should be. You should get enough skin on that.
How old are you?
33.
Jesus.
So you're same age Christ and Belushi were.
Oh,
and Chris Farley.
So you're going to stick his face where feet usually are?
Yeah, but it's clean. That's never we haven't used it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
never been used.
okay.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Oh, this will take a minute.
Trying to squeeze an inch in on me?
Yeah, I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Chris Hardwick, are we promoting anything as we get the...
yes.
I think we're promoting the decline of human civilization.
Yeah, that's true.
Nerdist on Twitter doing very well. How many followers are you up to, just so we could all cry?
I don't know, like 1.5 million. But I'm doing
It's amazing.
I'm performing at the Littlefield in Brooklyn this weekend.
The Littlefield?
Yeah, tonight.
Brooklyn. This evening.
Tonight.
Oh, I have to promote something.
What?
My interview with Aziz is airing today at 6 p.m. Eastern on Raw Dog. And on the Boneyard, they have a Jim Norton weekend starting tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern as well.
Jim Norton weekend.
They're just playing clips from my show all weekend on the Boneyard, Channel 38.
Good for you.
Yay.
Why is she taking pictures?
E-Rock asked me to.
E-Rock asked you
He wants to
to.
document
His fat head.
That's for the future lawsuit.
He wants to document this moment in history, weighing his head.
You have very nice feet.
Why, thank you.
I'm not a foot guy, but you have nice feet.
Why won't you
Jesus,
look
beautiful.
at the cleavage? What's wrong?
She's beautiful, but she has very lovely feet.
Well, toes are like foot cleavage.
I just happen to notice because the shoes are very nice.
Chris Hardwick, we don't get the feet thing in general on this show.
I don't. I'm not a foot.
I don't
but
get
you
the
know
foot
what? But
fetish thing.
She has
does
great
have nice
feet.
Yeah.
I don't notice feet, but if they're exceptionally nice or exceptionally ugly, and hers are nice.
Yeah, they're very nice feet.
They're absolutely nice.
Might I call them Tootsies?
Thank you.
Tootsies.
Jimmy.
You have nice little piggies, if I may.
Oh, I didn't forget about Patty, by the way.
Piggy, how are we on the scale thing?
Why does he have on a bedspread for
Danny
underwear?
jumps on with his
What is he
shoes
doing?
before E-Rock puts his face on.
Why does he have bedspread underwear?
We don't like your fucking fire engine underpants.
Yeah, like your bedspread underwear, he says.
You go into a picnic later.
Guitars.
Bedspread on.
When I grow up, I want to be a rock star.
Underpants are fine. What's wrong with you guys?
Underpants.
Underpants are fun.
I'm gonna see a flying V.
Yeah.
to me.
Is that the prototype? Does it usually take this long?
Yeah, right.
What's wrong with Dr. Steve?
What are you doing?
Steve's on the floor trying to get that
panicking?
It's a little touchy, but we can try it. Now, what you need to do is lay down so that we're just measuring your head. Put your head on one side with the electrode touching, or your with skin touching this electrode, and then on this side, put your arm across so it's touching all three electrodes.
Oh God! If his head just blew off like in scanners.
If this doesn't work, then we can get him to stand up, and we can just do it the regular way. I've never tried it this way. This, in theory, should work.
Let's just try it this way.
Let's try it this way. All right, it's 17.
Give it a
$20
shot.
bucks.
I say 20.
You say 22.
I say 31.
31.
And then once you do it,
I say fat.
This one here?
Yep.
Yeah. Put that little beautiful face there.
Down hard, yeah.
Is he supposed to bleed from the eyes?
Yep, just like that.
Oh, he's sleeping. Baby boy taking a nap.
Okay, it's working.
Oh, it's working.
It's working.
Okay, try not to move.
That should be easy.
It's giving us an error.
Of course, there's nothing in there. But it has a hollow thing on it. It's like nothing could weigh this much and be this fucking
empty,
devoid of anything.
Right. We're measuring Iraq's
you
head.
put a black hole on it.
I swear to God, New York sucks. You can't get a speculum before 10 a.m. You can't measure people's head fat.
It
what
really
happened to
is.
this city?
Very, very
This city
disappointing.
used to be something, yeah.
Extremely
What
disappointing.
did I say, 31?
You said 30-something, yeah.
What kind of exercises can Chris do to decrease the
Eric?
His it's Dr. Chris. What am I saying? E-Rock.
No, that's
Steve.
Dr. Steve.
The weight of his
Dr.
head
John.
is 21 pounds.
Michael.
Are you all right?
The weight
Bill?
No, I'm not, dude. I try to get up at 6:30, 3:30 my time.
I hear you.
Wait, who said 21?
I said 20.
And Bill, what did you say?
What did I just call E-Rock?
Chris or something.
Chris? I thought the doctor's name was Chris.
That's Dr. Steve.
And that's Chris Hardwick, too.
I
Right?
know Chris Hardwick. Jesus
You
Christ.
thought there was more than one Chris, then.
Getting a reading?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Bunch of zeros, right? Perfect.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the momentum of this bit is slowly dying here.
Because Dr. Steve doesn't know what he's doing.
Is it going to spell out boobs like on a calculator?
What do you got, Dr. Steve?
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking.
Oh, shit.
So his arm is 9 pounds.
Yeah.
So that.
Plus
his
21 is
head
30.
weighs
30 total.
30 total.
21 plus 9.
No, but
it's 21 minus.
we want body fat.
All right.
Yeah, we need to get the percentages now.
Okay. Now let me get the percentages. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're improvising.
Dr. Steve does not use a scale.
There's nothing more compelling than listening people measure things.
Yes. Measuring is very important, and people can relate to it.
Yeah.
Watch the video in the meantime.
People relate to it.
Everybody measures.
Yes.
Sometimes you push the
What
ruler
kind of
too far.
doctor is Dr. Steve?
He's a hospice doctor.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He's the last doctor you
Yes.
get to see.
He's known as the White Angel.
So it must be very. It must be refreshing for him to measure people's head fat and look at vaginas.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, not that you couldn't do that in hospice.
An error?
We're getting an error because
See, I thought-
he doesn't weigh enough for it to calculate the
That's an
body.
impossibility.
What if he just lays on it?
Yeah, that would work.
What if you just lay your belly on it?
What if we put Big A's head on the other side? They just sort of stared at each other while we waited for a reading.
John Richards outside.
Oh, yeah, bring him into this.
Oh, yeah.
He's part of the Celebrity Apprentice finale.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
This couldn't be any worse than watching Gary Busey and Meatloaf yell at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Meatloaf. He's out of his mind.
Yeah.
We had him on, and we didn't realize how out of his mind he is.
Talk to John about that?
I guess. John Rich joins the show now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Is that
What happened to Patty's vagina?
I think it's still there.
It should be.
Can we do this still?
Mysteriously forgot about it.
It should be. Yeah, join the hijinks.
Hi, John Rich. How are you,
I
sir?
just saw you on TV.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people.
You were just on the TV.
that
Just saw you on
commercial's
TV.
everywhere.
TV.
Yeah.
Is this me?
Yes.
That's you right
Oh, that's
there.
you? Wow.
Welcome.
Got a stand?
Hey, is your father a preacher?
Yes.
How did that affect you?
Where you at with the
Religious guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Where-
What about this whole thing about rapture?
The rapture
happening
tomorrow. It's freaking everybody
Rapture's
out.
happening tomorrow.
Yeah. Not
buying into that one.
Yeah.
Too many things have to happen.
Yeah.
That to happen.
Oh, really? There hasn't been enough lead up yet?
We ain't even got started.
We're not evil enough or something?
We're pretty evil.
Yeah, I think so.
What are they waiting for?
I think there's some evil going on.
Yeah, you know. I don't buy into it. It's probably somebody trying to sell something, I'm sure.
Yeah. What kind of reaction you get in New York with the hat?
Yeehaw!
A lot of that?
Everywhere I go. But
what about the hat? What about the ring? Look at that.
I got my blue gator boots on.
Oh, man. Hey. Yeah, because that really stands out in New York City. I've noticed that.
What's that?
Just a hat. Dressing.
I was having dinner last night, sitting outdoors, some little Italian joint in Soho, eating. And, about every third person would stop and ask to get a picture, I guess, from seeing me on Apprentice, or thought it was just novel that they saw a cowboy hat sitting there. But either way, you don't see a lot of cowboy hats walking around in Soho.
No, it's true. Yeah.
But it's not, where I come from, that's part of, we had hat trees in the back of the rooms at school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My dad put a cowboy hat on my head when I was 3 and said, "Keep this on your head, boy, or your face will burn."
Now, when I was growing up in San Juan Capistrano, I was in a very equestrian city I grew up in. I used to wear, the straw. That's the dress hat. But I had like the straw one and the cowboy boots.
At what point in your life was there a quest? Were you cleaning out the stables?
I did. I had to clean out stalls.
Okay, I was going to say, you didn't have that upper crust vibe about you.
Yeah, I didn't.
I thought you were saying you were riding side saddle like a lady.
No, Western, like a real person. Do you ride?
Oh, yeah, I grew up riding.
Yeah.
I originally wanted to be a team roper in Texas.
Yeah?
And
Head him and heel him?
I was a healer.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then we moved to Tennessee. My mother's a Tennessean, so wasn't a lot of rodeo around Nashville.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah?
Memphis.
Memphis? Mm-hmm. Oh, excellent.
You ever get your fingers caught in a dally?
No, thank God. I still have them all.
Yeah. See, some of the old cowboys, they're like walking around. I got into a dally storm, and I couldn't. Because you got to wind the rope around the horn of the saddle, and sometimes their fingers get caught in there, and the bull just takes the slack out of the rope, and your fingers just pop right out.
Yeah.
And you see these old guys just roping still with fucking 3 fingers.
Jesus.
It's rough, man.
Tough guys.
Yeah. The tough guys. Oh, that's cool.
They're actually wearing like goalie masks now, finally.
Yeah, it is kind of odd to watch rodeo because, again, doing that, and believe me, I was growing up in an environment with adults who were drinking a lot and putting their children in harm's way. So I would be like, hey, stay on this bull for 8 seconds. And they would just throw us on these bulls and open up the gate and let us go. And we'd fall off and have to run out of the arena. But there was no Kevlar they wear now. Right. They wear chest Kevlar and helmets.
Do the bulls have guns?
No, actually, but they do have horns.
And 2,000-pound feet.
And if you fall, once you fall off, not if you fall off, once you fall off, you got to run out of there no matter how hurt you are because this thing's going to come back at you.
Doesn't that kind of make it not as exciting, though? If the guy has Kevlar and a helmet, then I could do it.
Well, that's like the old school. Old school is just,
That's what I'm saying.
Old school just get on and go.
Yeah.
But then a few guys got killed, so they kind of...
Yeah, a little
I saw
trauma.
A guy and broke his entire face. He got he got like knocked forward,
and then
went
back and forward, and then
head came up and just pancaked his face.
If you're gonna do that, though, I gotta feel like you gotta
go in there wrong.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of that growing up as a kid? I
never got into riding bulls.
Did you do any like Jim Canna? Barrel
my sisters did barrels. Dudes really don't ride barrels.
Wow.
Maybe you did.
I used to do a little cloverleaf.
Oh, did you? Oh, when you were a kid.
What's that mean?
Yeah, as a kid. It's like
I like that. I think
he's looking at you.
I know. He's looking at you a little funny.
I rode the barrels.
Maybe I could have done some more
My sister rode the barrels. That's all I'm saying.
Pole bending and barrel.
You're a little pole bending.
No, I didn't do pole bending.
He's being polite to you, Andy.
Wait, when that horse is leaning down and your elbow is on the dirt.
You're never more alive. Did you do it on a pony, you sissy?
No, I didn't.
Why couldn't you do pole bending? You were too busy sitting on them and sucking them?
That's uncalled for, sir.
John Rich looked at you a little funny, though, when you said that.
You had
it before that.
I had to enter something, and shut up. And those are the events that were open up.
How old were you?
Jim Canna, I like 12, 13, 14, 15, those years.
What is barrel riding?
You already had a mustache.
What is barrel riding?
It's you go through timing poles, and then you got to go around 3 barrels. Actually, it's that way, and then
it's probably better to ask a woman, I think.
And, and the best time wins. You got to go around the barrel.
Ride side saddle?
No, not side saddle. See what I got to put up with?
I see what you're putting up with.
Just because I spent some of my formative years.
But John Rich wants to say all this
It's not
stuff
fair.
to
You were the prettiest girl in San Juan Capistrano.
I think I was. Ooh, little
rough around the edges.
Where exactly are you from, sir?
Amarillo, Texas.
Texas.
Up in the Panhandle.
Amarillo.
I'm the ultimate cliche. I grew up in a double-wide trailer in Tornado Alley.
Wow.
So there you go.
How many times was your house
relocated? We didn't have a basement or anything, and so you'd see them coming, and it was always get in the bathtub and put the mattress over your head. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that happened.
You ever seen F5?
Yeah, I've seen. One time I saw it's so flat out there you can see in 20 miles in every direction.
Yeah.
So you can see tornadoes ripping through fields, and it's a clear blue sky over your head. One time I saw a tornado go through a herd of cows, sucked them up in the sky, and dropped them out all over the county. And there were people out. You'd go around, and there's cows snapped all up, looked like snapped pencil legs all over the place.
Holy
you had to go out. You had to go out and you had to shoot them because I mean they're laying out just
crazy,
snapped all over the place. Yeah.
So
one time it rained frogs on us.
I never saw that episode
because they were just lifted up somewhere.
That didn't seem like the rapture.
That did seem very apocalyptic. It seemed apocalyptic.
That might get you thinking.
My dad did a sermon on it, actually.
Raining frogs.
They got these things they call buffalo wallers, where the buffalo used to roll. There was 30-some-odd million buffalo, and they would roll and actually wore the ground down a couple of inches, and the oil out of those buffalo hides actually has sealed the ground off for all these years. And when it rains, it'll hold about 2 or 3 inches of water, and these toads by the billions just start breeding out in there, and a tornado somewhere will rip through one of those buffalo wallers and then drop it out. And one night, we're coming home from church, and the windshield wipers are flapping, and it sounds like it's hailing, but it didn't have that crack sound to it. It was more thuddy. And it looked like there was oil all over the windshield. My dad is slowing down, puts his high beams on. He's like, what in the world is going on? And finally we stop in the middle of the road, and you see frogs bouncing off the hood of the car, and he goes out in the road and picks one up, and sure enough, it was raining frogs, and it was frog blood all over the car.
Oh. All right, that is insane.
Yeah. So if the world's not going to end with that, it ain't ending tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's the answer to that question.
Or today or any other
That
time.
should have been the end right there.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you think coming from Texas and stuff has helped you out with The Apprentice? Do you think that brought a certain quality that other people don't have?
Probably the culture of country music for sure is it's a different mindset. You know, it's a very individual kind of a situation. You know, in country music, you make your music and you go forward with what you do. Being a road musician, I mean, I've been on the road for almost 20 years.
Wow.
So the grind of Celebrity Apprentice, it ground me up too, but I was able to pace through it, whereas some other people didn't know how to handle being that tired for that long.
Yeah.
You know, and then being in a band, you know, I'm Big and Rich, I've been a Lone Star. I know it takes more than one player to make a band, so I like being on a team and going at it.
Lone Star, what's the big? I'm sorry, what's this big song from Lone Star?
We had a lot of big songs.
It was the big,
Maze was probably the biggest song Lone Star ever had.
That was your and Jill's song, right?
Oh,
remember that?
Mine and Jill's.
That's where I heard that song. Was from you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great tune. I actually have that on my fucking iPod. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know why I had to curse to make it cool.
That's the kids love cursing. The kids love cursing.
Hey, now when you were coming up as a country singer, did you ever have like the you perform behind the chicken wire? Like what sort of like you did, right?
Absolutely.
Like really horrific.
I performed probably the roughest bar I ever performed at was in Boaz, Louisiana, and it was a truck stop that had a nightclub in it.
Oh man,
sure.
And it was a chicken wire bar. It straight up had the chicken wire, and it was customary. If they liked the song, they threw beer at you. Not if they didn't like it. If they liked it, so you wanted them to throw the beer at you, and we're shaking beer back at them through the chicken wire going the other direction.
What did they do if they didn't like you?
If they didn't like you, you just get the hell out of there.
Was that one of those weird? Is that one of those
That's
weird?
when they break out the wire cutters.
That's one of those weird sort of trucker ecosystems where they have like lot lizard prostitutes and like a diner and a nightclub. And, like,
It
you
was
don't even
similar
really
to
have
that.
to leave.
One-stop shopping. Yeah.
Yeah. Cold beer, cigarettes, strippers. Like, that's all on the same sign. Yeah.
You seem uncommonly stable for someone who's been on Celebrity Apprentice.
Well, when you live through Gary Busey, it's hard to rattle your nerves.
That should be the name of an album. I lived through Gary Busey.
Busey was at my house last weekend, and we watched the last episode of Celebrity Apprentice together and smoked cigars and sat there and watched it. And listen, he's a good person, but he's crazy. I mean, he'll tell you, I'm not all there, and which is fine. Because,
really breaks the tension.
It's kind of a cool friend to have in your back pocket. You just go, I know Gary Busey. If you ever want to go there, you can call Gary Busey, and it's a blast.
Be that crazy.
Correct.
Yeah, hang out like that. What about Meatloaf?
Well, I always wondered what kind of a person it must be that makes songs like Bat Out of Hell and 2 Out of 3 Ain't Bad and can put those on the same, sing those in the same concert. And then you meet Meatloaf, and he's either cussing mad or he's bawling his eyes out. One or the other. You go, makes perfect sense. He's a true artist. That's really how he is. None of that was made up. That's really him.
Yeah, because he comes off a little psycho.
He's not psycho. He's just an emotional roller coaster ride all the time.
He's a wreck. A little psycho. I saw one clip from the show. He was freaking out.
Now, if he gets really mad, he goes to psycho mad.
Yeah, he was freaking out at Gary Busey for touching his paints.
Yeah, he thought he stole his paint.
He took my motherfucking paints! I'll fucking kill you! These are my fucking paints! Like, what happened?
Really?
Yeah.
You're a grown person!
They called it the Meatloaf meltdown. I was project manager when that happened and had to defuse that situation. It was crazy.
But being in bands, you do deal with conflicts with people.
Right.
It's like, oh,
you kind of learn
like a teacher. Gary Busey, did you touch Meatloaf's paints? Can't we
Gary,
all just...
now?
Where's Meatloaf's paints?
Sit in the corner.
Meatloaf, calm down.
We have a challenge to win. Come on.
Gary, stop fucking the paints.
Everybody turn your back, and we just want the paints to be back on the table.
We're going to have a timeout.
When we...
That's about right.
Yeah, but dealing, like with bands, you have to deal with people you absolutely don't like, whether you don't like them forever or don't like them for that day or something like that.
Yeah, you get in a fight over what the single should be, whatever. There's a million different things. The thing that kept me, I'm in the final 2. This thing's live on Sunday. The finale's going to happen live. And if you win, you get another $250,000 for your charity, which is just a huge sum of money. And so far, I've raised over $800,000 for St. Jude Children's Hospital.
That's great. Nice.
So if I win, I go over $1 million.
That's awesome. That's noble.
It's a huge amount of money. So the thing that kept me focused through all that insanity that we're sitting here talking about was, remember, you're here for the charity. You're not here to be dramatic or engage crazy people.
Who else is
at
with
the
you?
end of the day?
Who's the other guy?
Marley Matlin. Marley Matlin, who's also raised $1 million. She's deaf. She's won an Academy Award.
She might get sympathy because she's deaf.
I don't know.
I hope not.
Sympathy is really not what she don't like sympathy.
I understand.
She's a tough competitor, and it's a horse race. I don't think anybody has really called it either way, and we're going to have to hash it out Sunday.
How was it with Donald Trump there? He's a character, huh?
It was a lot of fun. It was great.
It's not
it was fantastic.
You got it down.
He's funny. He so many things that he said that didn't make the edit. I mean, this guy, no filter between what he's thinking and what he's saying.
Oh, really?
For better or worse, he says what he's thinking all the time, which I kind of like that. You know exactly what you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He,
kind of like you guys,
What did he, yeah,
we're trying.
What did you think of the whole running for president thing?
I'm disappointed that he's not running because I wanted to see him debate. I wanted to see him not be autonomous for a second and have to go head to head with other people and just see what he says and see what makes him tick.
That really would have turned the presidential race into a reality show.
It would have been interesting to see it.
So, a crazy reality show.
But it doesn't matter now because
I know. I don't know who's getting my vote now.
My opponent is a degenerate.
Yeah, he would just say that.
Oh, dude, when he got into it with Rosie O'Donnell at one time, it was just, it was hilarious. He just was like a little kid. He just.
Yeah.
She's fat. It's like that was this. He just insulted.
Was brutal with her. You lean a little right of center politically?
I'm a constitutionalist, is what I would say. I think over 90% of our politicians in both parties have jacked it up so bad, and it's been going on for decades. I'm probably like everybody else, just going, can we please just start over? And get out of our business a little bit as American people. Just get out of our business for a second.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, I'm a trailer park kid who just worked really hard, and now I hire a bunch of people. You know, because I worked really hard, and I did well. I had a great career thanks to country music fans out there.
Absolutely.
And now I hire people, and I run a business. And I don't like it when people tell me how to run my business.
And how about you made something of yourself, and now penalize me for achieving the American dream, employing people.
Well, I'm one of those evil guys.
Oh, yeah,
to a lot of people, because they say, oh, this guy makes good money, so we're going to knock his head off with taxes.
They've demonized people that make money.
Listen, you're talking to a kid who grew up in a trailer park. Yeah. Okay, I did not have a silver spoon in my eye. I had nothing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm a good example of how that ain't not cool.
Meanwhile, there's people acting like babies. I understand your point now.
Yeah, the adult baby.
The guy in the crib.
Work for a living. I can't stand. No, I'm in the same mindset as you on that one. I like our freedoms that are spelt out in the Constitution. I can't stand when the government steps in and starts regulating everything and trying to get their ideology on us when, you know, we were given these rights and then the rest of the time they're spent trying to take them away. I'm a big number 2 guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big Second Amendment guy.
Talk a lot of it.
Yeah, I know. I saw those wheels are turning in Jimmy's head. And now Texas, you're pretty.
I live in Tennessee now, in Texas, and I live in Nashville, but. Yeah, I mean, I have a carry permit. You know. But you know what? I've got nut jobs out there that I've got orders of protection against people because you know you're out there in the spotlight. There's weirdos running around, man.
I hear
that you don't know what they don't mean well. Some people don't. So I got a 15-month-old son, and a wife, and I'll be damned if anybody's going to come up and hurt them if I'm around.
That's a man's man. He's going to protect his family. You can't call 911 and think instantly someone's going to appear. You protect your family and yourself.
Well, that's what the
number one thing is.
Explain this to me, because I support people owning guns, but I'm terrified of them because I didn't grow up with them. I don't understand the whole, because you have kids, now you got to keep the gun somewhere and the bullets somewhere else. So what do you do when the hatchet man comes in?
I can tell you what I do.
Are you running around the house?
Let me tell you what my bedroom looks like.
Oh, yeah.
At least this part of it. About
got a gun rack above the headboard.
6.5 feet above the floor line. So where I have to reach up to grab it, there's a pump shotgun.
Oh yeah.
With 6 rounds of buckshot in it, and there's a 45 with hollow points hanging right underneath it.
That's great. See?
And there's no ladder where anybody can get up there and grab it, and I have to stand on my tippy toes to grab it. But if a bad guy comes in my house, he's in trouble.
Yeah. That's great.
Pardon me. Pardon me for wanting to protect my family.
As I was getting older, my father would educate me as far as the guns went, and the number one thing was don't touch the damn things when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then he, as I got a little older, he started showing me how they're used, and I grew up with them ever since I was, a kid. And safety was always paramount.
Well, they're not toys, and they're not for everybody.
Safety.
And if you're not comfortable with them, I suggest don't own one.
Then don't own one.
Is there any home invasions in Texas? I mean, you have to be out of your fucking mind.
There's not many.
Hey, let's go in there and try to take his microwave.
And that's a good point, because some states that crack down on that, there's lots of home invasions because they know that nobody that they're only the bad guys got guns.
Try getting a carry permit in D.C., in Chicago,
New York,
and these are the highest
Los Angeles
gun crime cities in the country, yet you're not even allowed to have them. So where does this strict gun control come in? It's all a bunch of
I never understood.
bull.
I think if there's maybe because it's such a dense population that if everybody was packing heat with the whole trying to get into the Lincoln Tunnel at 5 o'clock in the, I think maybe there's something to that. Like where you live in Texas and spread out. Like you said, if you call the cops,
Dallas, Houston, these cities don't get traffic jams.
Yeah, they're huge.
You know
what it is?
Please,
come
those
on,
little cute towns you have down there.
Yeah, little cute town like Houston.
Oh my God, with all those football fields between your skyscrapers. I've been there. You're gonna compare that to New York?
I got you.
Out of here.
I got you.
Jesus Christ, goddamn tumbleweeds blowing through your fucking downtown.
but you're talking about a culture that grew up with guns, not like all of a sudden if you just dropped a bunch of guns in New York.
But you can't do that. Yeah, obviously, you got to be a safe, responsible owner. That's the key thing. When you talk to some of these liberal politicians that want to take guns away from everybody, they treat everybody like a gun-wielding maniac. Like if people are allowed to carry guns, it's going to be the Old West. It's like, no.
Except those same politicians have armed guards everywhere they go.
Absolutely. They're the ones that
You think they'd want a guard with nothing but a stick?
Yeah.
Of course not.
When somebody comes up to them with an illegally
Yes, but the thing
owned
is
gun.
if you outlaw guns, then no one will have them anymore.
Only the bad guys have them, right?
They just did it.
Phil, I love that one. Get a bumper sticker.
That's cross-eyed lip.
From my cold dead end.
Yeah, if you outlaw heroin, no one's going to do it.
Did anyone ever pry that gun out of Charlton Heston's hand?
Yeah, right. There did come a time where I guess somebody had NRA member for life, my friend. I'm a lifer. I'm in. I love it.
I got my card right here.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I like this guy. I like it. I say the second I'm able to retire from this godforsaken job, I am leaving New York and going to either Texas, Arizona, somewhere.
Come to Nashville. Nashville's a great town.
Nashville is a phenomenal town.
Yeah.
Lots of music, lots of sports, lots of fun.
I actually went to Nashville a couple of years ago.
Great town.
Jill.
You're going to move out there, Anthony, after all these years of fighting all the liberals out here. You're going to go. This will be like the Truman Show for you. It's going to be just totally perfect.
Believe me, I've been fighting the battle here, and it's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because no one listens. This is liberal-minded crap. This left-wing garbage.
And they don't listen to his racist rants. That's just unbelievable. All of a sudden you're painting yourself out like you're this fucking hero.
I'm not a racist. I'm a realist.
I agree with your stance on gun control, but your stance is on humanity.
Well,
You're just reprehensible.
He also devotes some time to looking at a 56-year-old woman's vagina.
Some social issues that need
Put
to be
your
addressed.
eyebrows down and say what you got to say.
There are certain social issues that need to be addressed with a little more honesty and
Anthony,
a little less
you're
political
a silly,
correctness.
silly man.
That's all I'm saying.
You're
That's
a
all
silly,
I'm saying.
silly man.
That's all I'm saying. Well, God bless you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Good luck on the show, man.
Thanks, man.
Hope you bring it home.
Sunday Live. Tune me in. I appreciate you guys having me.
But what job do you get if you
Best
win?
of luck, man.
You don't get. I already got a
He doesn't
job.
have to work.
But
on
it's
that.
Celebrity Apprentice. Trump's supposed to hire you.
He could bitch slap Donald Trump with his money.
He doesn't hire you, but he does give you $250,000 for your charity.
For the charity.
So that's awesome.
Great. Children's
And,
Hospital. That's
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Memphis. Based in Memphis.
Take care of them if you can. God bless y'all for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
John Rich is going to win
man.
this thing.
Thanks.
Team John Rich right here.
Thank you, guys.
All right, John. Great job.
Thanks a lot.
That raining frog story is amazing.
It's cool, man.
Dude, those.
Thank you, man.
When I go down south and after the show, you just talk to those guys.
Yeah.
Because we're so removed from nature, even though we're outside, we've just paved over it. And they got these,
we built buildings paved over everything.
Coming out there and this damn badger starts coming out. He just jaws on the
When's the
ground.
last time you were getting into the parking garage and a badger jumped out at you?
You're just like, what?
It doesn't happen. But there it's like you said, 20 miles you're seeing to where the earth curves. And that's why you can't see any further. And the amount of wildlife and shit that's out there is frightening.
You have to live in a mobile home because it's pointless to have
a stationary home. It will get destroyed.
You need a home that's used to being thrown around.
Fuck it, get a new one.
Yeah.
You live down in the kind of woodsy area, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Where we are is in the mountains.
Tennessee.
You're in the mountains.
Another Tennessee guy.
Tennessee.
Yeah. You have any fucking hostages?
You got a 12 gauge?
Are you one of those mountain men that just kidnap young girls and lock them in dungeons? Uncle Paul. Oh, Uncle Dr. Steve.
He didn't deny it.
I know. Why would he?
He was great. John was great.
Really great.
He was very personable.
Cool guy, man.
Very, very gentlemanly.
Like I said, uncommonly stable for someone who's on a reality show. They usually like to cast complete psychos.
I guess they needed him
television.
like the whole Busey and Meatloaf thing. They need
someone's got to anchor it.
Celebrity
to hold all those people down.
You got to loosely tether them to humanity.
Can you imagine if the Donald ran the country?
Oh, good gosh. Don't even say it.
I think it would go a little.
I know. He'd probably say, Gaddafi, you're fired.
Oh, Jimmy.
That would kill on Hollywood Squares.
Oh, God.
I think it'd be great
Jim
to have a
Norton
president
for the block.
I think it'd be great to have a president just came on and said, you know what, fuck that guy. Like, whoa. I would love to see someone.
When will that happen?
I don't know.
I thought that was going to happen before the black one.
Fuck that guy in the face.
Look at Bill. Bill loves my racism. Stop.
I wasn't racist. I thought it was kind of funny.
Teasing, of course.
Dr. Steve, all right. So, what did we accomplish today?
Nothing.
Very little. But I did
very little.
We did find.
We did find.
Doing it.
Dr. Steve sounds like cicadas.
Dr. Steve he took the thing he was going to read, just threw his arms up and walked away from it. He's like, fuck these guys.
No, come on, we want to hear what you have to say. What do you got to say?
Yeah, go ahead, read it. You got
the error.
Come on, wrap it up. We're almost done with the show.
The error message that we were getting from the body fat analyzer said that the body fat percentage was
What was it? Was it too high?
He crumbled it up and threw it away.
Was it too high? Or,
He doesn't care.
What was the name of that thing we were trying to get? The what?
Fluids.
The speculum.
Was the problem was his ears were dirty and there was fluid seeping. There was air seepage.
Capillaries are fascinating and
It's just fun.
What happened?
I don't know why.
It was outside the measurement range.
Outside the measurement range.
Yeah, because the circumference wraps around.
Assuming that this show ever ends, we're going to be doing a mini weird medicine between 10 and 11.
On the shit hour.
Well, it's the excrement hour.
Oh, right. The excrement hour.
Sure.
Dr. Steve's getting a little ahead of himself. It's going to be after Opie and Anthony Live with Dr. Steve and P.A. John.
Yeah.
Oh, are you involved in this at all?
Yes.
In what capacity?
What about Bobo?
Bobo's not happy with you guys.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you guys missed that when I was out there.
He's angry now.
All right, bring him in.
He
for a
was
second.
angry that Stalker Patty came in before him. I was trying to say Sinatra always went on last.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
He's the headliner.
Yeah.
Bobo,
Why are you fucking mad at us?
what's wrong?
Diva.
No, it's just I came here and I thought I thought I was going to be snubbed again.
Well,
it
you
looked
were.
like.
Yeah.
We're just
How come Patty got in
we're just
before
having
you?
you comment on your snub.
Yeah.
Oh, it just feels the worst. It ain't gonna get to me, all right? Ooh. And how could it not get to me, all right? This Saturday I'm gonna be going to the game on Saturday.
Oh, I thought you were plugging a gig or something.
What game?
Like,
Mets versus Yankees.
Yeah, huh?
How did Patty get in before you? We didn't want that.
Yeah, what happened there?
Yeah, why do you think she
was
got
she
in?
talking smack that she was in here before you?
No.
No. How's your hair looking these days?
My hair's okay.
Let me see.
Nice.
It's not okay.
Tilt your head down a little.
Oof.
Okay.
That's not fair. He's got a hat on.
Looks like a Mexican.
No, I understand.
Looks like Shemp.
Got that. Are you coloring it?
No.
Yes, you are.
A little bit?
Just for idiots?
Oh, God. Shit, Jimmy. Are you a little bit? A little bit of Just for Men in there?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You leave a little gray on the side to show experience, yet youthful.
Yeah, salt and pepper, they say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh.
All right, good. Glad you came
lead and chips.
I mean, this is why they're not bringing you in, dude. I was telling you, got to be the headliner. You got to close strong.
Yeah, you just you're coming in just kind of.
What did you have for today, by the way?
Yeah, what did you have?
Let your hands go. Come on, just start
what
talking.
I had today, I would have wanted to have come in here doing a one-man band. There was a situation, though.
Oh?
Yeah, my mother uses those pots and pans.
Ah.
And?
Right.
I could break those, all right.
All right.
She should have used them on her belly during a certain fucking gestation period.
Sorry, Chris Hardwick.
That's okay. I'm reading about the human head.
I'm sorry, Chris Hardwick.
We're talking to someone that lacks one.
So wait.
That's the jokes. I also got to say that at this whole end of the world thing.
Material.
I got a comment about this one, a really good one. I think this is going to be the biggest hoax since the vault of Al Capone.
Whoa.
Good reference.
You are calling out the news, really.
Come on, let's
it's going to be the biggest hoax.
Yeah, I wish I had it.
It's going to be the biggest hoax than that, Y2K, and 2012 combined.
Well, how do you know 2012 is a hoax? It hasn't happened yet.
That is true.
Yeah, well, that one's going to be an even bigger hoax.
That's true. Why are you moving like Ray Charles when you talk? All right.
It's just an impulse thing, but it's gonna be that big of a hoax thing that people are saying, damn, I should have paid the bill, all right? I bet you there's going to be a lot of people that didn't pay their bills because they thought this whole thing was going to happen tomorrow, and they realize they didn't when they realize they're still in even more debt.
Whoa.
I don't think there was enough words in that.
Yeah, that wasn't wordy enough.
It's probably because he's looking at a teleprompter on the Upper East Side. He's got a fucking 3-mile stare.
That really is, man.
Where are you looking?
I also got to say that this physical fitness challenge, for those of you who think...
That's a great question.
Yes.
Bobo, where are you looking right now?
Exactly.
Wow, you see his eyes just focused.
Yeah, you just came back.
You guys, right?
You're kind of looking...
Regarding that physical challenge, physical fitness challenge, anybody who thinks...
Bobo, where are you looking right now?
At you guys.
Yes.
Which person?
Where's the other Bobo looking?
At you guys.
No, not you, Opie, direct.
At you
That's
guys.
what it's in front of me.
At you guys.
And I want to say, for those of you who didn't think I'm gonna win that physical fitness challenge.
Yeah.
You're not.
No, I am gonna win.
You're not going to win. You're not going to win.
I'm gonna win or go down fighting.
That's what you'll do.
Fighting. Can you do some push-ups right now to show?
Yeah, you got it.
Let's see how hard you're going.
I love you, Rock. Oops.
Don't fuck the floor. Here we go.
Yeah.
I had wondered what happened to Rick Moranis.
All right, one.
No, you can't touch the ground. You can't touch the ground with the rest of your body.
Back straight.
Back straight.
There's
There you
one.
go.
There's two.
All the way down.
All the way down.
3.
Chest to the floor.
Jesus.
Go on, up.
Now you got to start over again.
And up.
Don't rest on the floor.
What's wrong, Danny?
You want to fly
You're
jets?
not doing push-ups.
You want to fly jets?
I don't think that's.
I want your DOR.
What?
He's doing like a worm.
Yeah,
he hasn't done one push-up.
Yeah, you're doing like a breakdance move.
Oh, what the hell is that?
What is that? Keep that.
Bobo, you don't even know how to do one push-up.
Come on,
Bobo. That's one.
How many is that? That's one full one.
That's one. You got one in.
Come on,
Come, give us 3. Give us 3.
Come on, up, go. Push,
Come on.
push.
No, that's a girl push. Why?
That's a
One
girl
real,
push
one
up. It's on your knees.
He lays down on the floor.
It's the freedom to fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor starts at prayer in the night. Here it is, what? 2. I have the tiger brain of a dinosaur.
How many did he do over there? 2?
Yeah, he's
Maybe
like Danny
2?
said, he's doing the worm.
He's
not doing
resting in the
push-ups.
middle.
That's all right. He's tired.
All right, let's see sit-ups.
Bobo, you're gonna lose horribly.
You are, Bobo.
Yeah, you're gonna lose horribly.
Bobo, don't listen to him. Bang out 20 and watch everybody shut the fuck up.
1.
And I'm out.
2.
All the way.
3.
He's doing it, man. Hey, come on.
Sweep the leg.
12.
Oh.
Listen to him count.
13. 14. 15.
All right. What's your IQ?
16.
Is that it?
17.
Okay.
How many times are you going to jerk off today?
19.
All the way up.
20.
Good job there, Bobo.
I got to give it up.
Good
give it
job.
up. There you go.
I'm in a sit-up kid.
What's that?
They call me
heard
the
you.
sit-up kid.
He's ripping off your act there, Jimmy.
A little bit.
You're act.
Yeah, everybody wants to get in the act. A chick-cha-cha. I woke up thinking about that yesterday.
Oh,
that
yeah.
embarrassing Michael J. Fox scene
Oh.
when he's with Kirk Douglas.
Oh,
and he's doing the Jimmy Durante impression on the steps. Fucking humiliating.
Who's doing
one of
it?
the worst
Michael
ones.
J. Fox. He's playing Kirk Douglas plays a millionaire, and he thinks everybody in the family's out to get his money. So Michael J. Fox is trying to entertain his grandfather with the old Jimmy Durante impression.
What's worse, that or Goldie Hawn singing the football song in in that movie.
She's just being cute.
Wildcats.
That was terrible.
Horrible.
But at least I could fantasize that Wesley Snipes might have fucking put a finger in her backside and just raped her for Private Benjamin. No, that's more humiliating than Michael J. Fox one. Much more.
I didn't even see that one. I thought I saw all his movies.
Oh, it's awful. Everybody wants to get in the act.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
It destroys something in you. It's fucking awful.
I have forgotten about that movie, but I think it's great that you're still carrying around rage.
Dude, it's one of those weird things. No, it's not even anger. It
just came up the other day.
Just like like you want to just shower your soul.
Dances up the steps.
Yep.
I bet he couldn't wait till is that a wrap? We got that?
I guess it's time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so time.
It's been time.
Why don't we start from our left? We got Chris Hardwick. Always a pleasure.
Nice to see you guys.
Nerdist on Twitter.
Yes, glad you could come in on a day like this, right?
This is fantastic.
This is what we call career enders, this type of show.
No, I've done many of career-ending shows, and I'm still here, so it's totally fine.
Web Soup still happening?
Yes.
Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on G4?
Indeed.
And you got a gig tonight in Brooklyn?
That's true.
Where?
At the Little Field.
There you go.
The Little Field.
The Little Field.
The Little Field.
It's been too long, Chris. You got to come back.
I would love
we
to.
like when Chris is on the show.
I like you guys.
Exactly.
Bill Burr on Twitter. Bill's at Caroline's. Pretty much sold out shows. Maybe some available Sunday night at 10:30.
Second show Sunday.
Yeah. I would love to come watch you crush there.
Well, come on down.
I got to do shows. Oh, man. I would so love to see
Caroline's changed their menu.
Yeah.
Wow.
Finally changed. They got all this.
It's about fucking time.
Great food, too.
Oh, I always liked their food down there.
No, I did the stuff before, but when you play the club after a while, you're just like, oh my God, how many times can I eat these same dishes?
James P. Norden.
June 15th.
Where are you going to be, Jim?
Well, Bill, I'll be with you, Dave, and Brewer in Chicago opening the Comedy Festival. Seattle, July 1st. All four of us are doing that show. And Sunday, July 3rd, we'll be in Vegas at the Palms Hotel.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey, now. Ant's going to be doing some Pocono shit this weekend?
Yeah,
Pocono Speedway?
Yeah, Pocono Speedway, racing around a track at about 175 miles an hour.
Get some fucking video, will you?
I got all kinds of cameras. I got fucking cameras that get stuck on a windshield. I got cameras for my helmet.
Cool.
My dick helmet.
What kind of car you drive?
The Shelby.
Well, I'm going to drive one of theirs. They're like 600 horsepower NASCAR. Cars, but then I'm going to take my Shelby out on the track and
see what it can do.
Open that fucker up. That's about 800 horse.
Fuck.
Supercharged power.
Dr. Steve continues after a quick break, so if you got something growing on you, give the show a call. Oh, Bobo, what are you?
That's a planner ward.
Bobo, what are you promoting?
A planner ward.
Well, I don't really have any. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I am gonna be doing a show that my friend Heather Height invited me to this show that they call a Bringer Show.
Yes.
Oh, when is that happening?
It's the 16th.
Go.
Every time our eyes meet, this feeling inside me is almost more than I can take. Baby,
too bad the eyes he's talking about are on
when
the
you
nightstand.
touch me, I can feel how much you love me, and it just blows me away.
Well, they're always open because it's an inflatable doll.
I've never been this close to anyone or anything. I can hear your thoughts, I can see your dreams. I don't know how I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. I want to spend the rest of my life with you inside forever and ever. Every little thing that you do, baby, amazed by you.
Haunting. Definitely.
Haunting.
Literally haunting. This will haunt my nightmare.
The smell of your skin, the taste of your kiss,
breath.
the way you whisper in the dark.
I'm gonna kill
smell you. Your hair all around me. Baby, you surround me.
Kiss your body parts all over the room.
Every place in my heart.
She surrounds him. Her legs over there, hands over there.
It feels like the first time. Every time. I want to spend the whole night in your eyes.
And standing in your guts.
I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. I want to spend the rest of my life
behind bars being examined. So therefore I ate your face.
Forever and ever.
And it was delicious.
Everything that you do, baby, I'm amazed by you. The thing that you do. I'm so
put a knife in you.
It keeps getting better. I want to spend the rest of my life with
you as my dead wife.
Forever and ever.
It's making you my dead wife.
Everything that you do. Baby, I'm amazed by you.
Him and Kenny should do a duet.
Big A. All right, Big A.
Big A.
Big A. Oh, is that, what a creep.
Robin.